What's going on, everyone? It's the Yolo webinar. Uncle Phil, myself, WIGNZ, and we got Sam in there when we need to pull him in to get those questions answered. But as always, Sam is on YouTube and Facebook monitoring any of the questions that you have, and then we are as well. We can do like we did last time even and pull you guys in if you have questions so that we can actually bring you guys up on screen. So where do we begin, man? Is there a specific spot you want to go to? I mean, Tom Starlight, the big events that we're involved again with Chicken Fight. Where do you want to go?
I think Tom Starlight, because that is kind of the most pressing business right now, at least for anybody that wants to attend the event. It's going to be a week from Thursday. We need you guys to RSVP. We have a really nice section. They have a beautiful patio outside. Tom has totally renovated his patio. It's going to be a really nice setup, and we'd love to see you guys out there. We're actually going to have a couple bottles, one bottle of silver, one bottle of gold at each table with mixers. And when those run out, and then we're going to ask people to go to the bar. We're going to have some Yolo Rum drinks at the bar. It looks like we're going to have the Denver Donkey, affectionately known as the Denver Donkey, Yolo Rum Silver with ginger beer and lime. We're also going to have the Yummy, the Old Reliable, which is, of course,
delicious
cream soda,
cream soda,
and a splash of orange juice and garnished with the lime. So come out. We're going to have some amazing entertainment from Eric Swanson,
who's an investor, and he's the tour manager for Slightly Stupid and Soja, and even a Grammy award winner writer, right?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Extremely talented. It's going to be a great event. It's the whole thing is coming together. It's going to be we really need you guys to come out and support. But what we're really excited about is this is our first show since COVID hit, so we're really excited to get back out, and do our thing, and have a party and get all of us together again. So we'll have Yolo Rum at the tables, kind of mix your own drinks, and then when that runs out, hit the bar. We're going to have some fantastic live music out there. We're actually bringing everybody in from out of town. It's going to be a great show. It starts at 7 p.m. There's going to be a warm-up with DJ Larry, which is going to start from St. Lucia.
Not Larry Ulibarri.
Not Larry Ulibarri, but Larry Ulibarri is a DJ, and he's going to be there.
He's going to be there, just not doing the music.
Exactly.
Well, and so a lot of people, if you haven't seen it, or if you didn't see the email from Sam from Yolo Rum, that is one of the ways to RSVP. As always, you can just reach out to us if you directly, if you can't find that email. And then we see your comments blown up. I just see Facebook user on this end, but I see, so someone's excited. So hopefully that person's RSVP'd and is ready for the event. But as always, reach out to Sam or reach out to us if you haven't been able to see that email to get RSVP'd. So
excellent. Yes, we're looking forward to that. Please come out, support. Larry's going to be there. WIGNZ is going to be there. I'm going to be there. It's going to be a beautiful night. The weather is going to be perfect.
You know what Sam brought up that was just happened to be 10 years. Officially 10 years is in the month of April that Yolo Rum's been on the shelves. Or how would it be distribution? How would you define that? Like that 10 years ago, where did we start?
I think that, just basically the launch of our company. And we had been working on it before, but yes, when the rum actually arrived here. And then that would mean that Sam is going to be celebrating 10 years with Yolo Rum and Mixed Up. And we appreciate his loyal service and everything that Sam does on the forward-facing public relations side of things. So thank you, Sam, and congratulations for all that. But it basically marks when we first basically got up and going with Yolo.
So it's a huge celebration. And to have the investors there to celebrate 10 years, to kind of get back out there after the COVID launch, it's a big night.
It's a big night. We actually, COVID did a lot of damage to what we all of the momentum that we had. So this really symbolizes, I really feel like we've gotten as low as we can go, and we're really looking forward to what the future brings. And so it ruined all those plans, but I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason, and we have a lot of really exciting things coming, and they're just big things, and they're probably big things that could, or maybe they would have happened with or without COVID, but the market has really changed.
They are where they are now, yeah.
It's really changed our position in the market, and it's left us with a few advantages. So that's one of our true hallmarks is kind of finding advantages where through basically adversity. And so we're taking advantage of a couple of situations. Things changed for us. It's not all bad, but it looks like a lot of good moving forward. So we're really looking forward to the future.
Another couple of events. We were there last year, and it was kind of slow paced just because everyone was just being released out in the wild, so to speak. But we were involved in some summer events, and this year we're back again for Top Taco and Chicken Fight, which are huge food festivals that multiple brands get involved in, and we're able to be there serving Yolo Rum.
I don't know how slow it was. I think we served like 1,200.
I mean,
it
to
was
get
slow
going.
because you weren't at the Yolo Rum tent. We served like 1,200 samples of Yolo Rum, and it was a really fun time, and a lot of people came out to support. A lot of Larry's fans. Larry was there helping the whole time, and a lot of people stopped by to say hi to Larry. So it was a great time.
Scott Farmer says hello. Jamie says YOLO. Officer Williams is in the house. IE from the Facebook user. Thank you guys again. If you just jumped in, ask those questions. They'll pop up on the screen, and we have Sam on standby as well. So that way, if there's questions that Phil and I are overlooking or don't know the answers to, we'll get Sam to be able to jump in with that. Bev Mac and the new DTC fulfillment with buy.yolorum.com.
Yes. The BevMax is a big deal, and BevMax is a big retailer. They are launching stores in the Northeast. They have a big presence. We're actually launching in BevMax stores in Connecticut, and we have events planned throughout the summer and fall, which is really exciting, tasting events. So it's fun to be involved in a big launch in a big chain.
Is there an equivalent of what BevMax is like?
I mean, really Colorado? Like Total Wine.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I just think it has a better selection than Total Wine.
Yeah.
And then
but just to give it a comparison,
really caters more to the local markets, which is extremely important. So they look to expand a lot over the next few years and really look to give Total Wine a run for their money. So it's great to be involved with people that are actually building something from the ground up. And I mean, they have something that they've worked on for a long time, but things have really come together for them too. And then COVID for them, it was a really good time for fulfillment, and they actually happened to be involved in that, and so we were able to actually move our platform, our online platform. And for anybody that's ordered before, you know, there were definitely hiccups.
I had some. It happens. Yeah.
Yeah, there definitely could be some, small problems.
So we're talking about direct to consumer. I called it DTC just because Sam's acronym, but this is the direct to consumer.
And it's a much more robust platform. Things are going to get delivered a lot faster. We're going to have an opportunity to deliver from the East Coast and the West Coast, which is really going to cut down on delivery times and shipping. And it's a big step for our company. That's something that we really worked on for about 8 months and has come to fruition really in the last few months.
Well, and we've talked about a lot about the affiliate program. Well, it was very much important to us that we get everything with the DTC, direct to consumer, on point before we give everyone an affiliate to where it's like, hey, you can send those links out and have 20 people order, and there could be issues. But now that we have that locked down, we can make that progress towards that affiliate link. Because I know we've talked about that in the past, but if you're wondering why that hasn't happened yet, that was basically because we're trying to get everything on point for you guys.
Absolutely. It's we've been working extremely hard during this time. The first step was really having a reliable partner when it comes to the fulfillment side of things for the DTC, and we were able to kind of really find that partner and find a good, reliable partner. And that really is square one before we could launch anything, before we could even talk about doing anything with Google or everything else.
Because it's everything. It's the mothership, right? I mean,
now it really is, because it's providing us an opportunity to really not have to launch in a traditional way, which is extremely expensive, and we will be able to compete with much larger brands in that space. So it's a really big deal for our company. So it was a lot of hard work. We've been working on it. Sam's been working on it hard. I've been working on it hard, but we're finally to this point. So we're there.
Full steam ahead. Well, and so we have direct to consumer, we have the new website coming, but we also have locations that we're developing or getting our footprint in. I won't say developing, getting our footprint pressed down firmly. Where are those locations and what we have going on?
We are trying to develop it too. Louisiana is a big step forward for us. We're in a chain there called Wines Unlimited. Anybody that has connections in Louisiana, or if you are in Louisiana, please buy some Yolo Rum. We would highly appreciate that.
Mardi Gras and YOLO. That's like.
Oh yeah, for sure, and especially with the gold. So New Orleans is obviously a big market for us, but the whole state of Louisiana is really a big market for us. Wines Unlimited is a great place. We're looking to start doing some promotions down there, some tastings down there. So we're really excited about launching into that new market. We launched into
Connecticut?
Louisiana.
Oh, Louisiana.
Yeah, that was,
okay.
Bev Max was Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
And then Missouri.
Oh, okay.
Missouri would be the really our next big play. We really got into the stores that started almost probably about a year ago, last summer sometime. So we're really looking forward to getting to Kansas City and to St. Louis and doing some promotions. It's awesome. The UFC fighter that we've been sponsoring, Charles Johnson, has he just won his last UFC fight. He's looking great.
Well, and just to clarify, because Scott Farmer got on here, thank you guys for filling out those questions on here, was saying new website. Not a new website, just buy.yolorum.com, which is designed for people to make those purchases online. But it's
a new page.
It's a new page.
It's a new page. So we are working on a completely new website design, which is honestly revolutionary. That's something that will be rolled out in 6 months is the time frame for that. And it is truly, it's interactive. It's really very, very, very well thought out. It's going to look very similar to our website. The feel of it is going to be fairly similar to what we have now, but just with much better technology and organized a little bit differently and just really more interactive. But it is really going to be a thing of beauty. So
yeah, thank you to Taylor for his hard work on that.
Taylor's really been doing an amazing job with that.
The Colorado distributor update.
So we're basically we're with our same distributor, but this distributor has changed. We haven't changed. But the good thing about that is that it's offering a new opportunity for us to launch again. We've already seen our sales picking up in the Colorado market, which is extremely exciting because things had kind of stagnated for us for a little while there, and some of that is COVID, some of that was our distribution situation. I mean, honestly, some of that was probably us, but now we've relaunched and the numbers are starting to come up. So we're really happy to see that we're starting to become. I don't know. I feel like our distributor is paying a lot more attention to us now, which is a fantastic situation for us. So we're really going to start riding that momentum. We've been opening some new accounts. We've been working on some old accounts. We have a great new relationship with Tom Starlight down on Colfax. That's going to be where we're hosting our party at. And then I know people have been asking about the mini skate.
Yeah, and so we got locations because they're going to ask that. You already know those questions are going to come in. Argonaut Liquor on Colfax Avenue in Denver, Mayfair Liquor and Cremeria in Denver, Bottle Shop 33, Gaylord Street in Denver, East 28th Liquors, which is in Denver, King Liquor, which is on Mineral Avenue in Littleton, Saddle Rock Discount on East Smoky Hill in Centennial Aurora, and then On the Rocks, 29th Street, Greeley. I'll copy these and put these in the comments just so you can you guys have these for these locations, but those are just a few that are picking it up.
Thank you for going through that list for us. We have a lot of good things going on, guys. Like for the first time in 3 years, we're starting to get momentum. We're positioning ourselves in some good positions. Some of the things that I was talking about that I really didn't want to talk about because we were just on the cusp of them happening have happened, like Louisiana, the deal with Bev Max, the deal with the direct-to-consumer basically pipeline, which integrates fully through our website. Another really exciting thing that we've been working on too has been getting on a platform where we could buy and sell our own shares. And that's something where we've explored several avenues. And there's been a lot of interest in people buying more shares. Some people have wanted to sell the shares that they have, and it would be really nice if we could put everybody together. We've been talking about that for a long time. It's not as easy as it seems, because basically we would have to get a lawyer for every transaction, and then we would change our company capital, our cap. And so we've found a new way to do that. And it's going to be fully secure. It's going to be on our website. Everybody's going to have a login. And it will happen about the same time that we roll out the new website. But it's going to be hosted on like Amazon secured servers. It's going to be Vericheck. It's going to have like 3 different ways to basically verify that it's you, because these are going to be basically financial transactions. We are going through a company that actually specializes in this. They've specialized and done this for some microbreweries that they've been extremely successful with. So the great thing is you guys will be able to log in. You'll be able to see your shares. You'll be able to see the value of your shares. You'll be able to buy more shares. You'll be able to sell the shares.
So that way, if someone has shares, and there's been individuals who want to buy more shares, there's been individuals that want to sell their shares, this platform is going to give them that ability to do that, and they can just go to yolorum.com to make that happen.
Yes, and there will basically be a market price for the shares. This is extremely exciting for all of us that invested initially, because that was a Regulation C that you invested in. This is basically going to be what's called a Regulation A, which is the next step. And we had to basically work as hard as we've worked to get to the point where we're at, but we are where we are. This is going to be, for us, this is a huge step forward, because we're going to be able to raise the money that we need to be able to do the things that we need, not just by trying to build our, scratching and clawing, and really get our brand out there and do the things that we need to do. Some crazy things have happened in the industry. I really feel like we are poised and we're positioned to really take advantage of everything that is really happening with consolidation, and really getting our brand out there and having something totally different, and really having the best brand in the world. And YOLO still, when people cheers, I hear YOLO all of the time.
Well, I recommend anyone on Instagram and all those platforms, like, look up the hashtag YOLO, because because we own that, right? As a company, we own that trademark YOLO, and so to be able to look that up on Instagram, and you see people all over the world using it in a lot of capacities. People who have crazy fashion, people who are just enjoying the night, people who are doing something in extreme. You really see what the meaning of YOLO is behind these people who use the hashtag. And it's really kind of motivating to know that that's our brand.
It's our brand, and YOLO is not going anywhere. YOLO is here to stay. We were in front of the trend. We were able to get the trademark. That is something that each and every single one of you own a piece of that trademark. So it's really an exciting time, because I feel like we're just getting to the place where people understand our brand. They understand our trademark. They understand how good this rum is, and the fact there is such a thing as good rum. We're seeing rum really trending a lot. I see so much more rum just as a topic of conversation than we did 10 years ago when we officially launched our brand. So 10 years ago was the launch party at the St. Julian. So we've been doing this for over 12 years, but that was our big launch into the Colorado market, was that St. Julian party, which was a blast. And thank you guys to everybody that was there, and everybody that supported us from the very beginning. Thank you.
And to where we're at now, like, we're still rocking and rolling, and we have another event coming up on 420 with Eric Swanson, and so we aren't just stopping at the first one 10 years ago. We're keeping it going.
Eric Swanson with Brian Smith. Brian Smith, amazing artist. These guys are the guys that really work hard behind the scene and put in the work with in recording, and they work with a lot of bands. And you don't necessarily see them in the front, and you don't necessarily see them, as the big headliners. But these are the guys that are working hard to make everybody else look amazing. And they are amazing artists themselves. So it's really an honor to have both of them coming in just for this party. That is it. They're coming in for this YOLO party. Eric is actually one of the managing members of Yolo Rum. So Eric is one of our business partners. And
Sam been to every event in Florida. He's helped us get in all these locations in Florida. The Phillies spring training center or field. Like, he really is the guy in Florida that in the beginning stage of this was everywhere.
The Thrashers. He was Yolo Rum in
Florida. He was 100%.
Really.
And now to have him here, it's a full circle moment. And it's like Denver's is or Tom Starlight is kind of a Denver staple. And it's like we like to think of ourselves as building that for ourselves. So it's very exciting to have it all come together, especially to bring the investors, you guys out there, to come hang out.
Yolo Rum's on East Colfax, and Tom Starlight is on East Colfax, so it's definitely an East Colfax thing.
We're live from East Colfax.
We're live from East Colfax right now.
So make sure you ask those questions again. If you're just jumping in or you jumped in late, you can RSVP. An email was sent out. You can reach out to Sam, and he can get you into the RSVP so that you don't have to worry about that. But just make sure you reach out to him. And again, we're almost wrapped up here. We have a few more things we're going to talk about, but ask those questions. Scott again says, I've seen the new paper cone toppers on the gold bottles, the gluten-free, sugar-free. So even those little toppers that were thrown out there, everyone's starting to see them.
Scott, you're the man. Thank you for all your support. This Ring A is exciting for all of us because it just puts us in front of so many people. The number 1 and 2 search terms for Yolo Rum still are, how do I buy Yolo Rum stock, and what is the price of Yolo Rum stock? So really to get that back in front of the public and, let the public basically determine and then really help propel our brand forward. Everybody that got in on this first buy is going to benefit from this. I really believe that our stock is going to continue to grow. And, when we do what we said we were going to do from the very beginning, everybody's going to benefit from this in a big way.
Well, and to your point of searching online, Larry Ulibarri, we were at his house the other day. He was out of Yolo Rum. We said, hey, let's get some Drizzly. You can still go on Drizzly, and those guys deliver it. So you find Yolo Rum near you using the app or going to the website, search Yolo Rum, put in your address, get it delivered, and after you get delivered, be sure to leave a product review of Yolo Rum. Shoot, even if maybe you can leave a review without even buying it, but I'd still say buy it. But that's really important. So make sure you leave a review, but you can still go to the website, go on the app, and you can order Drizzly and have it delivered, Yolo Rum delivered to your house.
So Scott, the neck topper was actually developed and produced down in Florida by our CEO, which is a great idea. And it accomplishes a couple things. It tells everybody that it is a pure rum. It's sugar-free. It's gluten-free. But it also achieves something that really works out fantastic for us because we have these beautiful glass bottles from France. They have basically a flat top. And it really, for some reason, it is a dust magnet when it's sitting in the on the liquor store shelves. And even when it's been there for a short time, and it's because of the design of the bottle. So probably my favorite thing about those neck toppers is it hides the dust. You cannot see, the bottle looks absolutely like it has no dust on it at all if it has that topper on it. So it really serves a few purposes, but I'm a little bit OCD, so not seeing that dust on the top of our bottles makes me extremely happy.
Yeah, I didn't realize that did that, but that's perfect.
Yeah, I didn't realize it did it either until I saw that it was doing it.
No, this is so
that
clear.
Is awesome.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
We talked about Charles Johnson, sponsored by Yolo Rum and UFC. He's has his next fight
Sam,
coming.
What happened with his last bout?
He did lose his last one.
So I misspoke when I said that, but
yeah, it was a really
he should have won that
fight.
Decision. Yeah, it was a decision, but I thought he had won the fight. And so that's when I said that Charles Johnson won his last fight. Honestly, that's why
in my
mind, he did win that fight, and that's why he got another fight is because obviously Dana White thought exactly what I was thinking, that Charles absolutely deserves another fight. And the guy he was fighting was a ringer too. So it's going to be really exciting to see him fight April 29th. He's going to be part of the prelims. So those are the fights that come before the main card. I'm not sure if that's going to be a pay-per-view event or but usually the prelims are available on ESPN or ESPN+.
And it starts at 4 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Mountain Time.
And then Charles Johnson, being from St. Louis, he's really sparked some energy around our brand. We have some, we have family in St. Louis, and so thank you guys, everybody in St. Louis.
Hey, buds, looking forward to seeing everyone on the 20th. YOLO. Sorry,
YOLO.
it just says Facebook user to me, but we appreciate you commenting and getting in on the conversation. So
Yeah, please RSVP because it's going to be an RSVP only party. We have security at the door. We can't because we just cannot let everybody in. This is going to be a limited engagement, and there's going to be some posting going out on this event. And we're trying to wait for all of our Yolo Rum investors and everybody that's vested in Yolo Rum to RSVP, and then at that point we're going to open it up and really put it out other places like through Producer WIGNZ Network. And I'm from Denver.
Yeah. So I think we touched on everything, right, Sam? I'm glad we pulled you in. Is there anything that we didn't hit on that we should have touched on?
I think you guys pretty much did everything. You're doing great.
YOLO.
YOLO. I should have started drinking before we started, though, because I feel a lot better now. YOLO.
Hey, thank you guys for everyone who's getting involved. I feel from the digital standpoint with what Sam and Phil have been working on that there's a lot of pace being taken up, man, and we're about to hit full speed ahead. And so to be able to party with everyone but have a good time and see the investors again, we really haven't had that since the first investor party. And
yes,
so
this is it.
It's important to RSVP.
This is our first event since the original investors party, so we expect you guys to come out and
toast, drink,
represent.
Yep.
Represent.
All right. So, any questions before we jump off? Otherwise, I think I'm gonna top off my glass a little bit with this little bit left. You need some, Phil?
I think I'll.
Freshie. Get a freshie on there.
Freshie going. Sure.
Scott Farmer. It doesn't matter if the bottle's dusty because the Yolo Rum is clean.
That's right.
That's right, baby. Yeah.
That's right.
Turn that right. Oh, there we go. Everything's mirrored backwards. It's like patting your head, rubbing your belly. I can't do that.
The dust loves it because it just knows that it's clean, so it just sticks to it.
It's good. It's good rum.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good rum.
Exactly.
All right, thank you guys for streaming. Thank you, Sam, for getting all those notes put together for us. And cheers to Scott Farmer. Cheers to everyone watching this. And just YOLO.
YOLO.
YOLO, Uncle Phil.
Cheers. YOLO.